Until about 1920, this beetle was present, basically the eastern side of the Great Plains, all the way over to the eastern seaboard, to the Atlantic. But beginning in the 20s, it started to decline, and its range was sort of hollowed out from the middle. The fact that we can find the American burying beetle here at Camp Maxey, it tells us that the habitat is in very good quality, very good condition. It's a carrion beetle, feeding on small birds and mammals. Dig the dirt out from under it and bury it, and it'll sink it down into the ground, and they'll cut all the hair or feathers off. Then they'll sort of chew it up into like a meatball looking thing with oral secretions that preserve it. And they'll have it underground in a little chamber, and they'll lay eggs, 5 to 8 or 10 eggs, and they'll have little larvae there. And they will feed their larvae, which is very unusual among the insects. It takes very good care of a small number of young. That's one reason why it would be susceptible to decline in cases where we change the environment. It's easier to pull the rug out from under this beetle than it is some fly or something that's feeding on carrion with thousands of eggs. If an animal that was once very common is disappearing throughout its range, we need to know why. We need to know what kind of changes. Have we made changes that have made it disappear, or is it perhaps a natural change? This beetle is probably one of the first things to disappear when you start changing the habitat. We can use it as an indicator species for the health of the habitat. That's where it was. We have to move them.